Hi, everybody. So I want to review these comments that I got from a woman who admitted to having a son so that she can have someone to abuse. Here's her first comment. As a woman, I never thought of hitting my son until I learned all about how males have treated women throughout history and the extent to which women have always been oppressed. You treat women badly, deny them opportunity for achieving equal financial and political power, then don't be surprised when they fight back. After all, might makes right. So exercising your might over someone who's weaker is okay. Mel taught us that. Um, I don't know. I mean, a child does not choose their gender. A child does not oppress you. The child is weaker than you, and you just admitted that. So all you're doing is teaching that child to grow up and hate women. I don't know how you think that benefits you. At the end of the day, that male son is going to grow up in a patriarchal system. So eventually the tables are going to turn. I don't think that you're doing yourself any service by teaching your son to hate women. And here's my response. That's fine, but children don't choose their gender. If women see males as a threat, they shouldn't give birth to them. Beating your son is only going to teach him to have disdain for black women. Don't do it. Give him to his father. And this is what she says. I'd rather make him feel all the pain women have felt for thousands of years. I mean, I want you to know, I don't think that she's trolling. I think that this is how she really feels. This is certainly the way that my mother felt. My mother had a lot of contempt for men. She was a Miss Andress. And whatever hatred she had for men, she took it out on me and my brother. He then I replied, he will grow up to abuse women because of what you are doing. You are creating your own oppressor. She says, most males have not been abused, and yet males abuse women. Most males grab political power and use it against women. It doesn't matter how a male is raised, the outcome is the same. She continues, males made women slaves long before women got resentful enough to put their sons in their place. No, no, I don't think that that is the order of the facts. I think the children were enslaved by their parents first, and then they grew up to oppress women. So if you don't give birth to children, then there's nobody to oppress you. That's how you solve that. Then she says, was Bill Gates abused by his mother? Think not, yet it didn't stop him from visiting Epstein Island. What about Clinton? Musk had a very good relationship with his mother, yet he still salivated at the idea of going there and hurting women and girls. I mean, I, we're on the same page. I do think that that is what they do. I mean, I'm not heterosexual, so I don't get the desire to dominate and oppress women. I don't get any pleasure out of that. Um, I mean, whatever. I don't want to sit up here and start bashing people, but I don't get it. I don't understand why you would want somebody to submit to you. I don't understand why you would want to exert physical domination on someone who is smarter than you. But at the same time, you should get it because you do the same thing to children. So the same thrill that you get from dominating and abusing children is the exact same thrill that men are getting by abusing and dominating women. It's the same pathology. You can't say that you don't deserve to be abused when you're abusing someone who's smarter than you. Not only are you abusing someone smarter than you, but you created that person. You exercise godlike authority to create someone from nothing. Um, I'll leave it at that because I don't really want to go down an anti-natalist rant. Um, you know what? Fuck it, I'll say it. You are your child's first oppressor. You just are. You enslave your child to life. Um, I, I'm not saying you deserve to be abused, but I mean, at the very least, you should be nurturing your child so that they can have a good childhood. I mean, they're going to be a slave to the broader society, but you could at least give them a decent childhood so they can actually have a fighting chance. I don't know how you're going to fragment their childhood development and then expect these men to protect you and be providers. No, that's not logical. Males are naturally evil and oppressive. That core of evil would reveal itself as pedophile, great political oppression of women, no matter how males are raised. No, I think okay. I wanted to disagree with you on this point, but even when you look at the animal kingdom, it does seem that males in general are predators, females. I don't. I'm not trying to pathologize males, but it is in male nature to dominate females. Not all animals, though, because the hyenas and the hyena species, the females actually dominate the males. And there are other examples of this. But at the end of the day, if you create the very males that you're complaining about, then you're part of the problem. I don't see how you can act like you're a victim when you're creating your own oppressor. I mean, to the extent that you actually think that males are your oppressor, I've seen males in my own family be loved, doted on, and grow up to abuse and oppress their wives. Males are the same no matter how they are raised. Um, well, I don't abuse women. I've never abused it. And I actually said this. Um, Women make other women slaves by reproducing. Yes, they do. So if you're against the patriarchy, I don't know how you're putting your daughters into the patriarchy. That makes no sense. So here's why I say it. I never abused any women, but I was abused by a woman. What did I do to deserve it? Then she says, what did I do to deserve not being able to walk along in the forest, having had to grow up with media made by males that depicted women as stupid and inferior to males, to have to grow up seeing 99% political leaders being males who had live-in pet servant women. In case you didn't get the memo, I am homosexual. I have no heterosexual proclivities. I'm not attracted to women sexually. So you could walk in a forest. Well, actually, you could walk around butt naked, and I'm not going to do anything to you. I've been around women who are butt naked, and the only thing I'm going to tell you to do is put some damn clothes on. I don't understand men's uncontrolled desire for women. I don't understand it because, like I say in my book, men can walk around naked, but they don't think they are objects of desire. And so there is a complete double standard where if a woman walks around, it's not even just because she's trying to be sexually provocative. It may just be because it's hot outside. She wants to be just as comfortable as the men are when they walk around half naked. But because I don't find women sexually desirable, I don't look at them that way. I don't look at them and think, oh, she's looking to get violated. considerate payment for inevitably growing up to be a danger to women. No, I'm not a danger to women. I'm not a danger to women in any way, shape, or form. It is because of you and others like you, I can't go and sleep alone. I mean, in the forest alone. You know what? I would say the safest place for you to go would probably be the neighborhood. Go to the gay neighborhood, and I guarantee. Well, not really, because unfortunately, from my personal experience, some of these men are bisexual and they still will make cat calls. Um, but what I can say at the very least is that there probably be a bunch of gay men who are willing to protect you. You're not going to get violated in a gay neighborhood. This is not going to happen. I've gone out with female friends, oh gosh, and that's the part that is really annoying. I've gone out with my female friends like to a gay club, and they're still getting. Some of them were getting more attention, and I'm just like, wait a minute, I thought you guys were supposed to be gay. So no matter where you go, I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't get it myself. I don't get it. I don't get the I mean, I understand that men find women attractive, but I don't get how they can't control it. That's the part I don't understand. I don't understand how it has to be public displays where they just have to hoot and holler, make cat calls, harass people. They can't just observe an attractive woman and go on about their business, because as a gay man, I have to do that. If I see an attractive man, I'm not allowed to respond to it. And they do walk around naked. And yet we have to control ourselves, and they don't. So I'm just as much a victim of the patriarchy as you are. As a gay man, yes, I am a victim of the patriarchy. I was abused by my mother, but I also was abused by my father in a completely different way. My mother physically abused me. My father abused me psychologically. Actually, both of them. Um, both of them emasculated me completely, but in different ways. Only those women who birth males. If women stop birthing males, the world would become good very quickly. You are not needed for reproduction. Um, Fine. I mean, I'm a Gnostic anyway, so I believe that God. Well, I mean, I don't literally believe in God, but the energy that created life is not male; it is female or feminine. Sophia. Sophia is higher than that demiurge of the Old Testament, Yaldabaoth, or what they call him, Cyclist. They call him the Fool. But I don't believe that women are necessarily less violent than men. I don't believe that is true. I've seen too many women abuse their children. And in fact, when women are monarchs, they are far more violent than the males. They're far more likely to engage in wartime acts of violence, to declare war, to be oppressive. Hillary Clinton is one of the most violent political actors in modern history. You would think that if you had a woman in power, that there would actually be an urge for peace. No, no, I don't think women are exempt from violence. They're not. In fact, women want to. They don't want to lean into their feminine side. They want to be even more masculine than men, even more dominant, to show that they're capable. And that's the reason why in my book, if you read my book, Blame It on Drastic Performative Masculinity and Homophobia in the Black Community. No, actually, I got that backwards. But I've already said that femininity is not a weakness. I don't think masculinity is anything better than femininity. I don't think that you should be disrespected for being a woman, nor should I be disrespected for being a gay man. I'm not your oppressor. I didn't create you. I don't have any children. I don't support the patriarchy. I'm an anarchist. I don't benefit from oppressing women. What I mean, I need you to show me an example where um not a bisexual, but an actual gay man has actually oppressed women. And not a transgender either, because I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a cisgender gay man. When do gay men go around abusing women? I don't see it happening. And I really don't even see transgender women doing that. Um, Other than the fact that you think, well, you don't want them competing in sports and using your restrooms. I mean, that's not oppression. And so my final comment was, unfortunately, women created those men. So yes, the egg came before the chicken. You created these men, and now you're complaining about them. You raised them, you indoctrinated them with whatever your moral code happens to be. You have the most influence over your children. I'm not saying it's the only influence, but at the end of the day, you do have a choice. I mean, maybe you don't control society, but you do control your womb. And the family is the first society. So it ripples up. If you create a male, if you abuse them, then what do you expect? All right, y'all. I'm going to end this because I am going to get ready to do my live stream so I can read chapter 5. I just wanted to review that series of comments, and I am done. Just let me know what you think. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.